Okay, Joe from Red's Fly Shop here. I stuck away from the shop, which is right over there. Break time. Bob and I saw some fish feeding over here, so I'm gonna go try to catch them, and I wanna give you guys a really important dry fly tip. We talk about reach casting, we practice reach casting. This is a real world implication of it right here, or application of it. I'm gonna cast upstream. There's fish feeding on the other side of that overhanging branch. My fly needs to go up and hook in. The way I'm gonna do that is a very cast with a lot of line speed in a crisp stop. It's called an overpowered curve. That fly is gonna hook in, and the fly will be in the lane the fish is feeding in, and my fly line will be out safely around the tree in a lane of current that won't spook the fish as well. We'll see how it goes. Oh, Euro's right next to it.
Oh.
They do not like that fly.
There he is.
Man, that was a lot of casts. So, let me tell you a little bit about all those casts. A couple things. One, I didn't have the right fly. We only brought 2 flies with us across the river, and they were both the same fly, this Bloom's caddis, which is a great fly, but that fish just simply didn't like that fly, so you might have noticed there was a lot of casts, but I kept putting him in as quick a succession as I could. And when you're picking on one individual fish like that, I was pursuing the same fish each time, just take the same shot and just try to get into a tempo where you're just putting it right over them again and again and again, because those currents are very big and they can be fairly random at the same time. Let me move up to the front of the boat here and net this fish. But you just want to get in a good casting rhythm. Once it's beyond the fish, just gently pick it up, put it right back down there again. Nice rainbow. Beautiful. Again, take a close look. We always try to keep them wet. Hold on to them just long enough to get the hook out, but that's a fat 16-inch trout. Right there, go ahead and get a real close look as he swims out of the net. Beautiful. So there's a fly. Last night, one of our guides was just killing him on that, and so he already had a rod set up. It's kind of twisted right now. But that was a case where that fish would have preferred an emerger fly in the morning at the beginning of the hatch. That's a Bloom's parachute caddis. Fish would have preferred an emerger, but like I said, we only brought 2 flies with us. Maybe that's a lesson in itself. But just get into a good rhythm again and again and again, and using that hook cast to get that fly not only to hook around the branches, but to get the fly so that it's not in the same line of current as your fly line is a very important tip. So we're pretty lucky here at Red's. I'm gonna remind most of you that have never been to Red's Fly Shop before just how close to our retail floor we are. Show them where the shop is again, Bob. So that's life at Red's. That only took about 15 minutes.